Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day. Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Chicago Bears and the Dallas Cowboys. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. This defense for the Bears, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Finding room at midfield, getting it to him in space. Pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The Cowboys at 4-3, a game over 500. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out here with the option left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a 1st down. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip, and I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the 1st. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Play action. It's Fields. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And that play is blown up. Losing yardage back at the 35. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard, and he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same. but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott swinging this out for Pollard. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Now Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Looking to throw. Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, it's Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. 30. 10. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change? All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. Not the best of plays here as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run.
Fields hit and the ball is loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now on 2nd and 13. Fields. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 42 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision?
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Darnell Mooney, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have moved out in front. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive. And Prescott, his third interception. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Take it in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Only able to gain a couple there. And now 2 yards to go on third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to run for it with Pollard. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now Prescott on 4th down. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Throwing, Prescott. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Well, when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their deep.
Touchdown, Chicago! A great play there with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Santos with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Prescott. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
From the 29, Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Micah Parsons in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Here comes the Bears punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Prescott off play action. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give here to Pollard. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. On the sneak, it's Prescott. Yeah, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a 1st down. Off the play fake, Prescott. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I'm sure that was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner, because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
47.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a keeper with Prescott, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jake Ferguson. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Gold with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now all of a sudden, we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to flash together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 34. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now a handoff looking right. He's got it to the 43 here.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete there to Moore.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet.
Puts it on the carpet. It's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
He's going to try and go deep again. He's got it at the 15. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Run for Pollard. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal. Pollard. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far. They've come up empty. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So we'll see the onside kick here right out of the 2-minute warning. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
All eyes on Fields. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They snap it to Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he is going to have the Bears first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and we have done in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big fourth-quarter comeback, able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? In the fourth quarter, they had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different, but ultimately